Welcome back to the Lowe Down on the floor. I'm Devin, and today we're breaking down one of the most intense and emotional duels of the season. It might be emotional for you. We'll see how it goes. And before we get started, I want to make sure that everyone hits the subscribe, leave a review, share the episode with your friends to help grow out our family. Everyone follows helps us keep bringing the behind-the-scenes stories from the floor.
That's right. Today we've got someone who fought like a champ, showed poise under pressure, and gave us one of the best defenses we've seen this season. She took on Mammals, crushed it, took out my boy Bo, and then went viral, literally in viral moments. Please welcome Kiera.
How are you? Love it.
It's great. It's great. And to top off this 9 duel day, and for those who don't know, anytime the producers say this is going to be a 9 duel episode,
You're standing there shaking. Oh my gosh, terrible.
it's like, what's going on? So I want to break down some numbers I found interesting to this point. By this point, due to aggressive gameplay, 34% of the floor has played out of a potential 50%. 50%, if everyone's playing scared, could have played so far, but only 34% has actually played. 12% of the states are eliminated. Didn't see that one coming so fast.
Right.
67% of the experts won this episode, which I think kind of goes into the idea that the more episodes you go, the harder it is to be the expert in their category because they've been sitting on it for
They're
quite a long
changing it
time.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing that I saw this episode, and I'm glad that they have the still, car racing was inherited 4 times. It seems like nobody wanted to touch that
No,
category. Just initial thoughts before we get into your journey. Do you think because so many people inherited car racing that contribute to the aggressive gameplay of this episode?
absolutely. That's 100%, especially within talking to the people who got taken out round after round. That's all it was. No one wanted car racing.
That's just funny. It's like, yep, nope, not defending that. Who's next? Come
Yeah.
on. Who do I see? So, Kiera, how did you get into the floor and why did you decide to take this journey?
Yeah, so I love game shows. I have probably 200 board games at home. It's been my favorite thing to do my entire life. And I always grew up watching Family Feud, watching Pyramid, and just being 9 years old, getting things right that no one else was. So I kind of just always had those random facts about random knowledge and trivia in my head. I'm a Taurus, so I'm like a know-it-all as is. So it's like you got to get off the couch, put your money where your mouth is, and do it. And I did it. I got picked. And I guess the whole process was just crazy. It happened so fast. And now to see it come to fruition and come to life, it's funny the things that are in it that we experience that, aren't shown. It's a lot faster pace. But I love it. It's so fun to watch back.
And and along those lines, what did you actually do to prepare for the game show? Because board games at home are a little different when you got the cameras on you and the audience.
Right,
And
right. So I actually have really bad social anxiety. So mine, as funny as it is, it wasn't much the strategy of game shows. It was, okay, how am I going to do standing alone? You don't have friends around you. You don't have a phone. You are around 99 strangers, a camera crew, lights, Rob Lowe. How am I going to not panic and fall apart? So I kind of just had to dissociate and lock in. And my strategy was speed. So I knew if I didn't know something, pass immediately. And if I did know something, say it before I even knew I was saying it, just to save that time in case it was a back and forth duel, which I ended up
Mhm.
having. So
Yeah, and that is a very important thing to remember. Just say it. Speed
get
kills.
out.
Yeah,
Get it
absolutely.
out. And
I,
so, go ahead. I'm sorry,
I was
Zach.
saying, one of my favorite things is there's a lot of talk on the forums, and people always talk about how like the side chat and things like that. But one of the funniest things I think that isn't captured enough is like the things that people say under their breath
Mhm.
when they're competing. And I think I heard it right. I had to like rewind and watch again. Your son's middle name is Wolf?
Yes, it is. I have it right here, Cairo Xander and Roman Wolf. So when that
That's,
popped up, I'm like, oh, I just know. It was like a sign. I just knew I was going to take that round. It was amazing. It was so fun to have that little piece from home, kind of pop
yeah,
up into my head because you dissociate. You don't even know who you are anymore. So it kind of brought me back to earth.
To the Zen
yeah.
state.
Because that's where Bo decided that he didn't have it from that point on too. So
I don't know. He had some tricky ones, but I think it's just with him, he got tripped up between meerkat and mongoose, which is so normal. They're both weird animals, weird names. I was so shocked that I got capybara. Everyone was shocked that I even knew what that was, but the kids and I go to the zoos all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We
Well,
know what they
and
are, so
Mongoose took him out.
yeah,
He introduced Mongoose, so
yeah.
in full circle on that one.
That was crazy because it almost felt like some producer was in the back. It's like, hey, you got that mongoose picture still?
Right?
Throw
That's
that.
why I'm like, there's no way. I know it's randomized, but it's so funny. It's like poetic
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah.
yeah. Someone's in the back. I can look it up real quick. How many seconds do I have? Let's put it on. So I guess my question goes, why mammals? Of all the things in the world to be like, I'm going to be an expert at this, why mammals?
So it was actual multiple reasons. So I kind of threw out to producers certain things that I was into. A lot of them were celebrity based, food. I love food, animals. And so we kind of played with those ideas. Ultimately, they end up kind of narrowing it down and choosing what's best for you. They picked mammals. I was so happy about it because the only thing that I was very vocal about was the fact that I wanted my boys to be able to play along with me at
Um,
home. So I wanted them when mommy's on the screen. I did not want it to be like presidents or something. I hope they would never do that to me because I would fail my own category. But I wanted them to be able to play along. And so they actually got every single animal right faster than both Bo and I did. So that was
awesome.
mission successful. Yeah.
Man, that's beautiful, Zach. We
Yeah.
did not have our children in mind when we picked our
I don't.
categories.
I had trees, and I cannot say the same. My kids don't. They're like, oh, tree is green.
Right. That's the end of it. Tree.
Yeah, green. Sometimes brown. Uh,
Exactly.
not the same experience.
Well, we love the show. We watch it as a family. So that's kind of no matter what the category is, it's a picture at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So they're able to play along, even if it is a weird category. But like I said, animals, we love them. So it
Put it
was fun
on.
to watch.
So let's actually go through the episode. We had Duel 1. Dom goes against Christina and Chip Brands. You already know it's a 9 duel day, so you know that's one duel down, and then Chip Brands didn't go the way Dom wanted it to go. Just to say the least, I'm not, hey, I'm not going to talk ill of other people because we have all lost a duel in this here chat.
Hey, and Dom may end up hosting next year after that interview. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the backup. And
What's
then
funny is I actually said when Dom was, they cut out so much. When Dom was saying all of his categories and why he was going to pick what it was the only time I opened my mouth. I was so nervous the whole time, but I looked at Rob and I go, he's coming for your job. And then that wasn't in it. So Rob took my joke and, I feel
it took your bit. No.
yeah,
And so Christina inherits Monopoly, goes back to the board as being on the edge. I would too if I had given the opportunity. And then Dash gets selected, goes after Brad and commodities, which I didn't
so
think that was going
hard.
to be like that. I don't know what I
No.
was thinking.
No, I would have failed on my face. I think it was uranium or uh, what? It's like yellow pebbles. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh man, that would have been bad. I would have loved to watch someone else play hip hop because I would really love to watch that go down. But
Yeah, that was crazy because I was like, is that what uranium looks like? Really? How do we know they just making something up?
that's why they call it yellow cake uranium.
Oh, what?
oh
Fair.
my,
There,
okay,
there,
this
Watch.
guy.
I guess I watched the
Never
right
heard
side.
them call it that. I didn't know what I was looking at up there.
Oh, and there you have it. And now that's gonna stick with me forever. Oh my goodness. And then Duel 3 happens. They activate the randomizer. The lights are flashing. I know I was the type that kind of looked down to try to see. Were you looking down during that
No.
time?
So I guess to jump backwards, the very first duel of the entire season, episode one, we
Mhm.
don't know, they didn't do like a run through of this is what the randomizer is going to look like when it lands on you. It was just, you guys know the game, let's hop into it. So it's going off, and then you hear the noise that it landed somewhere, and we are all looking around, and it is directly in front of me. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's really close to me. And I go high five Chuck. And then mid high five, I go, wait a minute. He could pick me. This is, hold on. And then it was just ghost, which I thought it was going to read like poop my pants. But when they showed it on camera, I'm smiling and I go, okay, cool. When I'm dissociating and nervous, I smile, which is awesome. But I was freaking out because what are the odds for it to land right there? And Chuck told me, had he had the choice to do it again, he really wanted to come for mammals, but he didn't want to pick on the girl first. So I'm like, okay, thank you. But yeah, so it lands, episode 3, it lands on Bo, and we're all looking around because it kind of loved the middle in our corner. It loved being over there. So wishful thinking, you're looking the other way to try to manifest it to be that way. And it was on Bo. And oh, yeah.
Did you have a feeling that Bo was going to pick you out of the people around him?
I knew Bo. I knew if it ever landed on Bo, that Bo was picking me. I knew if it ever landed on me, I was never picking Bo because I would never play car racing. But it was, having the category mammals, it kind of put a target on your back. I wanted them to throw a weird, maybe like exotic mammals or something that sounded a little more intimidating. But they didn't. So, I'm just the girl in pink overalls. Of course, people are going to be able to be like, hey, that's the layup. I'm playing animals. But I knew that's why I said the speed. I knew it would be a tit for tat thing. So it all came down to speed.
Oh man. And so looking at it, you actually did fantastically well. You answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 answers correct and still had 23 seconds left on the clock, giving you one of the fastest answer paces of the evening of the episode. But, and I do say this with a mighty but,
Mm-hmm.
you now have car racing. What is racing through your mind?
Is
Cars.
racing through, right. um okay, so I kind of ran that through my head. You get the layout of the floor, you think about what your course is going to be, who you're going to go for, if this person inherits this, what's my next move. So I had a dream about that. I'm not kidding. The night before that I got car racing, what am I doing? I studied car racing very intensely just because we were so close. And I thought I'd be able to do pretty good. I have no idea what it even looks like. Obviously, I wasn't there to see the show, so let's see if I'll be able to pass, and then I'll kind of see what what my life could have been like representing it. Um, but I just wasn't sure if they're going to show a racetrack, and I would have to say which specific race that was or what the car part. It's so broad. So yeah, as soon as I inherited that, I said we need to keep playing because this season you can do a category steal. So if you win 3 in a row, you can do it. Rob, I kind of wanted to keep playing. He helped hype me up because I realized, I'm hot now. I can't go back to the floor. I've seen people go back to the floor. The randomizer goes and then they get out. So if I'm going down, I'm going down with a fight. And yeah, I'm proud to say I was one of the first people that, stayed up there and kept fighting. And it was mostly because I didn't want car racing, but I'm strong. I'm brave.
Yeah, I know that Rob always wants to see the fight. The audience wants to see the fight, and the sometimes the smarter plays to go back, but there's some newer things helping that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I can get rid of car racing
Right.
that wasn't at play previously. So I know that would definitely have changed up. I know our season probably pretty significantly.
Yeah.
The poor girl that inherited trees after she took me out, for one, would have probably loved to have gotten rid of that.
Right. Well, and then the thing is too, you get when I did viral moments, at least I was able to speak and say something. I think it is just the most heart-wrenching thing when you get a category and it pops up and you're just mute for 45 seconds, just pass, 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 pass. And that's just what I didn't want to happen.
Yeah.
I think I'd be okay with car racing, but if one of the three car racers that I know was said, then I'm done. I just am passing the whole time. So had
Yeah.
to keep playing.
Because it makes me just think about car racing. You're right in the broadness of it. I once had a buddy who had to go against the Kentucky Derby, and you might think it's naming a bunch of horses and racetracks, but then they might throw some deviled eggs up there on the screen, and you're
Oh,
like, what does that?
right? That's
He's
what I mean. Or it could have just been something. That's why I'm so excited to see it played. It could just be tire, and
yeah, yeah,
I'll be so mad. And that's kind of how it is. It's all strategy in the sneaky ways of,
yeah.
you
And
know,
and you never know what they're gonna say either, because to Devin, he was talking about me with I just said eggs, and it was deviled eggs. You never know the clarification. All right.
I
So, like
right.
for example, the camel, technically a dromedary.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that comment. I would have no idea. If it said no to camel, I'd be like, okay. I don't know.
Well, you got yak though. You got yak. You got it
Right.
pretty quick on there. And so I'm looking at the viral moments and why viral moments over all the other categories next to you?
I was super into so many different categories, and then I was kind of mapping out my plan of where I would go. But I feel like I knew a lot about pretty much all of the categories that were around. So it was actually really tough. They cut out so much of, me deciding. They're really about their timing this season. We're noticing. It's kind of in and out. But
Yeah.
I was up there talking probably 10 minutes. I really wanted Monopoly, and I wanted Monopoly even more once Christina got it because it wasn't Dom's, category anymore. So I really was going to go to Monopoly. I have like 50 Monopoly sets. My brother and I collect them, and I'm excited to see that be played as well. But I decided to do viral moments just because the whole influencer thing, we thought it would be more viral moments of like, is the dress black and blue or,
Mhm.
white and gold? Or I don't know how you would even say that, I guess, on the floor. But instead, they said, it's memes that they made up themselves, identified the celebrity. Okay, cool. So at first you're reading the words, and then I realized I don't need to read any of this, just who's in the picture. It's just those added mind games kind of that mess with you.
Yeah, that goes specifically with what Devin said earlier. With you don't really know what to study sometimes, or you
Mhm.
study the complete wrong thing. Like he pointed out with Derby, I studied horses that had won the Derby, and ended up having to guess like there's a picture of a bridge and like different types of flowers,
Mhm.
but like you never really know what the category is going to mean. So I mean,
Yeah.
Monopoly
Well,
should be
with
pretty
with
obvious.
that, Luke, who won the first episode,
Mhm.
he's, a lawyer himself. He had on-screen judges. My brain thought Simon Cowell, like that
Mm.
type of judging, and everyone's like, no, it's Judge Judy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well, I would have failed. I don't know what we're talking about at that point. So,
yeah.
and so it's sort of, yeah, the same wheelhouse.
Let's see how to do. So viral moments comes up, and this is me as a viewer. My thought was this: viral moments is probably chosen because Kiera is younger than Sam, and she has to be thinking to herself that Sam can't possibly know about viral moments. And I know you shouldn't judge books by the cover, but at the end of the day, what do I have?
Like I don't think Sam picked viral moments. That fell into his lap somehow. I'm taking Sam on in viral moments. Of course he doesn't know it more than me. I'm the influencer. I live online, chronically online. And then, yeah, ended up just being named the celebrity, which works out until, your
Yeah.
brain starting on who people's names are because that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My last one was Lori Laughlin, and that was just all I could think of was her daughter's name again. Because chronically online, I see her on social media, and I'm like, Olivia Jade, no, that's not it. And then I thought Sarah McLachlan. I'm like, that's
Not it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Full House mom, Full House mom.
yeah, and Becky. Like that's all I'm gonna say, but it wouldn't work.
They should have let Aunt Becky go. They should let that slide.
Yeah, right? You just start naming characters, say whatever you want,
That's how we know her.
right?
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. And so, looking through this episode, after viral moments, Sam does Simpsons, which this is the second time they've shown Simpsons on the floor. And I'm surprised they didn't do this way the first time. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Looking at the categories,
They went
that
back and forth a lot as well. I would have failed that. There was a lot of back and forth. I was very surprised.
so surprising. Are you surprised that so many people decided to stay and play this episode?
So surprised. You get off the stage when you're done and you kind of go in the upstairs room and you're hanging out and you keep watching people back to back so you know what's happening because you can follow the trail on what the reasoning was, who played who for what. And I'm like, me, I started with the whole car racing. I started this and no one wanted this car racing. Bo's just sitting there like, oh my gosh, you guys, probably is so easy. Are you kidding me? He was heartbroken. By the way, Bo Bice is the sweetest man I have and will ever meet in my life. He's amazing. Seriously, the kindest soul. So when he saw my face, he's like, Kiki, no. He felt terrible. But yeah, I couldn't believe everyone kept playing on, especially we'll say it this way, not that, I'm trying to have a stigma around anything, but the girl in pink overalls is the target for inheriting car racing versus, Sam. Sam could say, oh, I know everything about cars. Everyone would believe him. I can't, there's not much I can say, about it.
And so looking at the domino effect, because Sam and Aaron play. Oh, nope. Let me go back. Dom and Christina play. Christina goes back to the floor. Dash and Brad plays. Brad goes back to the floor. You play. You stay. Sam plays. He stays. Then it gets randomized. And then we get no, I messed it up.
No, he plays Aaron.
Sam stays, then Aaron stays.
Aaron stays for several.
And then Ashley stays. It's back-to-back people who are like, yeah, no, we're not going back to the floor at all. Yeah. And I was shocked.
Rob was loving it.
And he was like, this is what we want. People are listening to my commands. Looking at the edit, because you never know what people are saying in there. Right. Did you think Erin was saying all the things that she was saying, or was she having that same energy on the floor?
Ooh, you know what? I was watching her confessionals, and I was surprised by what she was saying. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of had the mentality, too, that I would keep playing on if the timing was right. I'm not sure if my timing was right necessarily, but it's that intimidation. You're up there, you don't know what you're supposed to do. You also see people go back to the floor and it's randomized right next to them, like I said, and then they're out. So I never got any of that, competitive side from Erin. I never saw it, but I liked it. I liked seeing it. It made it fun because, she wasn't being nasty. She wanted to play, and you know what? She did it. She wasn't just talking, game. She went and she played on and she put up a fight. So
respect the interview. The interview is like, I don't understand why people aren't staying and playing. And then she gets up and she stays and plays.
Right.
Goes all the way. Mm-hmm. And that was just like the crazy. I think you are the catalyst for it of staying and play because you stayed. Sam stays. Aaron stays a long time. Then Ashley, What did you think about Ashley's game? Oh my, she might be the front runner
Actually, I
now.
had no idea. We never got to speak a lot beforehand. So she was just kind of in the front, nice and quiet, her little hair bow. I'm like, this is just a cutesy little girl, yay. And then watching that all back, it's like, wow, this little pint-sized queen. She's a force to be reckoned with. I love it. The girls really did their thing this episode. I was really proud of us.
Y'all really did it. And I would say like this, because I'm looking at Aaron and Ashley's duel,
Mhm.
separated by a mere 3 seconds. Three seconds, just
Yeah,
because you can't say
Squirt
squirt
gun.
gun.
very. Yeah.
Oh, the squirt gun was terrible. You're thinking of every other word. I was laughing with Ashley, her nachos, 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 and the time's going down. It's certain things like that. Exactly.
And so my most shocking thing of the night, I really thought Ty would do a lot better in Brat Pack.
Right. Me too. Everyone.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing that the strategy wise, who actually picked their category, who got a category that was chosen just because they had a tattoo that kind of looked like something, just the randomization of it. You look at Ty, you think he knows Brat Pack. He talked a huge, convincing game. And then little Ashley comes by, and I couldn't see that coming. I would do horribly, but good thing that was away from me.
Yeah, that was a way for you. You wasn't going that far
I'd be silent. I'd
down
say
on it.
Rob Lowe, and then Kevin
Cause
Bacon. Yeah.
yeah, like pass. I know that one.
Yeah.
I'm like looking. I'm like, oh, I actually know his. Can I answer his?
All right, I'm gonna pull up stats. Are you ready? Are you ready for your stats?
Lay
The
the numbers
breakdown.
on us.
Okay, I've never been in sports before. Let's hear it.
It's
This goes on the rookie
fun.
card.
It's on the rookie
Yeah,
card.
right.
All right. So you answered a total amount of 26 correct answers with 3 passes, which gave you a correct answer efficiency of 89.66%, and you only passed 10% of the time, which puts you in that upper level. I think anything above 80% is good,
Yeah.
depending on how fast you're going. Um, the stat that I want you to think about, though, you were able to answer, your answer pace was you gave a answer every 2.3 seconds. And I think that was one of the fastest. It wasn't the fastest, but it was one of the fastest of that night. The fastest was actually
Mhm.
Brad. Brad actually answered the commodities faster than anybody else, which was
Which
crazy.
makes no sense.
Well,
Even
actually,
I think the one commodity was just like electricity or something.
yeah.
Yep.
Power lines, cables. I don't
I,
know what I. Oh my gosh.
I was like, power.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because I did the average. Aaron did have the fastest answers per question until like the last duel. She was literally answering things a little more than a second. She was
Yeah.
rattling things off, and so it was quite impressive. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she's a killer.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny too. You can hear they give you, makeup touch-ups and give you some water. You can hear my nervousness the second duel. My mouth was fused shut. I was saying words and they were like, my tongue was stuck to the roof of my mouth. I'm sitting there like, can we have a water break, please? I can't. My names were just sounding all over the place. Like I didn't think they'd count them because I said like Oprah Winfrey instead of Oprah Winfrey because my tongue is stuck to the top of my mouth. I'm so nervous.
Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna do something, see how you do. This part of the interview is stay or play. I'm gonna name the
Ooh.
category. Knowing what you know, I'm only gonna go with categories that's been there. Would you, knowing what you know, would you stay or would you play? And Zach, you could play too.
All right.
The trauma.
First one, chip brands, stay or play. Some of you care.
Okay, so if I inherited it,
Or if you would you have challenged it to do the duel?
oh yeah, I would play chip brands.
I didn't get this body by eating salad, so.
But you know what I mean.
I would also play chip brands.
There was
Commodities.
one, there was like Oots or
Yeah,
whatever, and I
Yeah.
never heard of that. I was confused by that.
that's regional. That's
But we'll
regional.
pass it. We're good.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know Mission. I had never seen Mission before in my life.
Yeah.
No, but I
I
know
got Takis right away
Tostitos.
too.
Takis because I'm around children.
Right.
I work in a school, so I was like, yeah, the kids eat that for breakfast, and that's not good, not good at all. Uh, Commodities, stare play.
Oh my gosh, I gotta stay. I'm never playing commodities. I don't, oh man. Yeah, that was a complete left field. Had no idea what that was.
I loved commodities. I was all over that one.
He's
Mr.
like,
Uranium here. He knew it.
the yellow cake. Oh, Rob, that's the yellow cake.
We all have our specialties, all right? I know my cake.
Um, would you play viral moments again? Stay or play?
Yes, absolutely.
I would pass on that one.
Um, I it depends who was holding it. If it was Sam holding it, I too would have played against Sam. Like, I think I got him.
Yeah.
Now knowing what it is, though, that it's literally name the face, absolutely, I would play it. It was more, how to figure out what it was like, and
Yeah.
We
Bernie
had the
Sanders.
Met Gala that was so it was like Met Gala was just name the person wearing the dress,
Mhm.
right? So
I thought you had named
Exactly.
the designer.
yeah.
Simpsons.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to. I don't know if I could play that one. Seeing some of the odd characters that they had. No.
Yeah. After watching it, probably not. Especially
Itchy,
not against
scratchy,
Iowa.
scratchy, itchy. Itchy,
Yeah,
itchy, scratchy. Krusty,
one
Satchel
of
Bob,
them.
Satchel Mel. Bart. Is that one Bart? How about that one Bart? Going through. All right. Banned books. Banned books actually was kind of fun for me, but I don't know.
I was able. I think I only missed like three of them, which I was very surprised. Maybe three is generous, or it was probably like five. But I couldn't believe how well I did on that.
I went to school to learn how to lead, not to read. So I would probably pass on that one as well.
I actually feel that since I've watched so many episodes and analyzed so many of the things,
They've had a lot of kind of the same
repeats.
crossover. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, Margaret. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was from
You're
the
learning
last
from the floor.
Yeah, yeah, I know that one. I haven't even
Mhm.
read that book, but I know the answer to this because I've
Right?
watched the episodes. Because someone's in the back is that look, they're gonna ban me from ever coming on the floor again. It was a little bit lazy in the back. You could
Yeah.
have changed. You got there's more than 50 books, guys. There's more than 50 books.
Well, that's what's funny was we had holiday foods and food holidays on our board. But what was explained to us was which one got played? I think
Food holidays got
food
played.
holidays got played. And
What?
we thought it was going to be just like Thanksgiving or whatever you had to say because it said it was going to give a date, but instead you just had to name the food. So it's like, why did we even include a
Wait,
date?
wait. Because I actually had a question about this last episode, and you
Yeah.
could clarify. So both of them are on the board. There's food holidays and then
There's holiday
holiday
food.
foods.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is,
So a
But
food
they're both
holiday,
just naming the food.
are you
That's
naming the holiday from the foods later?
I think that's what's probably going to happen.
so I don't think so. I think you at the end of the day still have to name the food. That's what I was explained.
So, okay. Walk with me through my thought process.
Right.
So watching that,
Mhm.
holiday food holidays, it was like, okay, this is National Donut Day. This
Yes,
is
yes,
latte day.
yes.
And then holiday foods would be this is a
Right,
green bean casserole. This
right,
is a
right,
latke. This
right,
is
right.
okay.
So are you naming the food or would you be saying Thanksgiving or because that's the holiday, that's the
Because holiday
holiday
foods,
food is you're naming the food, but food holidays you were also naming the food, but you were just supposed to know it was National Donut Day just
yeah,
by the date. It's
because food holiday is easy. Holiday foods, not so much because I don't celebrate every holiday.
exactly, exactly. And also it's a turkey is easy to look at, but
Yeah.
some of the things that are shown, you're kind of like, what is
Yeah,
that? Is that
yeah,
a cheese
yeah,
crust? Is that breadcrumb? What's on top of that?
yeah. Because like I don't know how many Greek festivals you've been to, but you got to know all your
Wait,
foods.
wait. If I said black eyed peas, what holiday?
It'd be New Year's. Yeah, no, hey, Black holidays, right?
Black eyed peas and collard greens.
Yes, yeah, you gotta celebrate that.
Like Fergie? What? I don't know. Will I am?
So doing all that. Yeah, that just curious of it. All right, back to stair play, but that was it makes you think of all the things, band books and all that.
It
All
makes me
right,
hungry for that conversation.
yeah,
Right?
this one I thought was gonna be a little bit different, but stair play theme parks.
Oh, I'm playing theme parks. I thought it would be naming Disney World and all that, but seeing what it was, play.
I hate lines.
It's just leave
And for that reason, I'm out.
Like,
Yes.
all right, still playing this person. Would you have done Brat Pack?
No,
No, no,
no,
it doesn't matter that Ty only answered 8 questions correct. He was like,
no.
yeah, nope. It's like, nope.
I try to study so many times. Same thing with Wild West. So Rick, my fellow Wisconsinite, also was right next to me. So we were very nervous there would come a time. But he inherited Wild West, and I didn't know if that would just be simple as gun, tumbleweed, or
Mhm.
name
I
the
think it's gonna be a
people.
mix.
Western.
And I'm looking at these black and white photos of people with guns and a mustache, and they're all the same. They're all the same. And I was like, he
Wild
cannot.
Bill, Wild Bill. It ain't Billy
They're
the
all
Kid.
John Wayne.
No,
John Wayne. John Wayne.
I'm sick. They're
John
all
Wayne.
the same. And then the black and white doesn't help. And yeah.
Billy the Kid, Billy the Kid. That one
Yeah.
has to be Billy the Kid. No, still not. Okay,
Mhm.
Butch and
Tumbleweed.
Sundance.
Yes. Bonnie and Clyde. That's wrong,
No,
wrong
no, these
century.
Right.
It does not count. And then stair play, Emmy-winning TV shows.
Honestly, I'd probably have to stay on that. Though some of them were a little tricky. I knew a lot, but they were tricky.
Yeah, I only watch The Floor or Blue.
All I
So
know is the floor.
All I know is the Floor and Rob Lowe movies. If it's not that, I don't know anything about it. All right, Kiera, this is a twofold question as we wrap this up. The first part is without spoiling, of course, they usher you off away from the floor, so you don't really get to know much about what
Right.
happens after you leave. Anyway, who is your dark horse pick to win the whole floor? Right now, we have the other surviving member of Survivor, Jacob, who's in the back. That's who
Right.
someone declared. And then um we have the person that's standing on arcade
Yes.
games as another dark horse pick. Who is your dark horse winner of the season?
So do we mean someone who hasn't played yet? Because the
They
team
could
that
play or
hasn't
hasn't
played
played that we should look out for because it makes me excited because I'm ready for Jacob and I'm ready for
right now,
arcade.
I say Ashley with her, how she's really taking lead, taking control. She's cool, calm, collected. She knows her stuff. And I'm also hearing, that she's been studying and that she knows more than she's putting out. So that's my kind of she surprised me a lot this episode. I couldn't believe what I was watching. So I feel like that's who we got to keep an eye out for.
Ashley. And then I guess a follow up for that question.
Mhm.
Who is Ashley about to screw with that category still?
Oh my gosh. I was thinking that the whole time because it moves so fast. When I'm up there, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to play 3 times, but what am I picking? And what I
yeah.
don't know. And then, you only get so long to pick.
She get
I
a whole episode break. She,
right?
she
I
get she
think
get
I
time.
would have went, I think Disney was a category. I think that's again, a lot of people know
Theme
Disney,
parks,
but
Disney. Oh, that's a good.
right? I think I would have went for Disney, but with her, I don't know, she's sneaky. I feel like she knows a lot about like the weird random stuff where she might take something she's going to take something crazy. I know it's not going to be something simple, and
Because you
she
still got to
probably.
defend yourself too.
Mhm. You want to
Oh,
pick something a little more intimidating. I know Regency era was a category. What is that? No, there's certain categories that you heard what the category was, and it's stay away from that.
like
Or like maybe ancient kings and stuff.
oh,
Maybe.
Era, I
man.
thought that was like, isn't that like 1900? I still don't know. I've I studied it and I still am confused.
What's going on with it? And then my second question, the second part of it. What state do you think will be the last one to survive? Who is going to be the last state?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure. I feel like you kind of want to generalize the characteristics of what people are like from each state. Like some states are a little more spunky, some are, you know, generally smarter, more know-it-alls, louder even. So I feel like this might be, battle of East Coast versus West Coast at the end of the day of,
Bias.
right? The Midwest, I don't know. I would love to say Midwest. Obviously, Wisconsin myself. I would love to say we're right there in the middle, so we kind of have every trait, but I don't know. I'm excited to see.
So you're stamping Wisconsin going all the way?
I have to take Rick, right?
He has a good position. He's on the edge. He has Wild West. And the way the middle is playing so aggressively, he might be sitting there a long, long time,
Right, right.
just gathering thoughts.
If you look at past winners, it's you that one and done. Wait till the end, and
Mm-hmm.
it worked out well for Chef Steve last season.
It worked out for a lot of people. It worked out
Yeah.
for
But
every
then if
single
you
winner so
yourself
far.
play that way, it doesn't work for you. It's only
Yeah.
someone else.
Someone else. All right. Um, if you could describe your experience on the floor in 3 words, what would it be?
Transformative, inspirational, and um, unforgettable.
Oh man. Let's snap it up, clap it up for Kiera. Yes, yes, yes. Kiera, thank you so much for joining us and reliving your floor journey. You defended like a champ. You went out swinging, and you gave us one of the best duels of the season.
Period.
Absolutely. Your energy was infectious, pun intended. And we can't wait to see you again, maybe All-Star season.
Yeah, right? I hope. I want redemption. I want it to just be Lori Laughlin's picture everywhere. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast. Had so much fun.
No problem. So to everyone listening, make sure you subscribe. Let me say that again. Subscribe, share, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and social media. Which has actually happened. I'm gonna have to say it. If you're a contestant and you would like to be on this show, you can email us at the Lowe Down on the Floor at gmail.com. Lowe, Lowe, to stay part of this formally. And we'll be back next week with another contestant story from the floor. Until then, this is Devin
And Zack.
and we're signing off, keeping your category strong and your answers even faster.